Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. Sadaqallahul azim. Dear my respectful viewer of this Islamic Iman TV, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I hope that you get some information, that you get some benefit from my information that I'm talking about, the unseen or God invisible creation. These creations, namely, God mentioned it in the books of religions only. And the religions also is two kinds. One religion is the holiest religion, which the prophets and angels are involved in, that call it holiest, like Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. In the other religions, they are functional religions, but the human being made a constitution, but still the human being has a power. Why has a power? Because God, when He created Adam, God blew all His knowledge through to the mouth of the Adam, that Adam stand up and has it now. And we are generation from Adam, and we just those information is with us. So first is the ruh, or the soul, and then we can say the one of the part of the insan is ruh, in the spirit. If we take out the ruh, as you know, the insan, nothing is insan as a dirt, go to their original, go to our origin, which is dirt. So the ruh, or the soul, has the part of our life, and this is also call it unseen. Because why? God, for some reason, that not allowed to the human being see the unseen creations, like angels, like Satan, like demons, in soul, in spirit. These are all unseen, but God mentioned in the book of religions only. If someone has no religion and does not meaning to them, there is unseen creations by God. But anyway, when we say seen, unseen, it means that seen what we can look and we can touch, we can all around us by eyes we see, but the unseen we cannot, is all behind, but it still exists. So the seen things is tangible and usable and workable with it, but the unseen is workable with that, with insan, but cannot see. So the most important that we are on base of the belief, because also God has asked to believe in the unseen entirely, even though the seen is there, and then God does not require to believe in it. If you believe it for the something that you see it, you made it, you are in it already. But the unseen, that you cannot see it, but still you have to believe it. This is a very requirement for the religious person to believe in unseen. Mostly in our holiest religions, and Islam also, to talk about the you have to be confess that if you are a religious, you are a Muslim, you have to confess, to make shahada, you to believe. For what? For the Allah, to prophets, to hereafter, the resurrections, believe to the heaven, to hell, those things. And that is the one become person as a believer. And it is essential, it is obligatory, it is Allah asked to do, to believe. But for seeing things is not required. However, the most important other things about the unseen creations is that there is a punishment or involved with someone is not believe of any of these unseen, is become out of religion. Or when we call it become non-Muslim or non-believer entirely. So if there's someone there has, because it is mentioned many times, the name of that, like for example, in Allahu malaikatihi, and then also about the name, in only name, but did not mention God to explain what kind of feature they have, what kind of weight they have, what style if they have, but only the name. But still very highly requirement is to believe in them. Then this is the command of God entirely to do so. I repeatedly emphasize about these or mention about these unseen creations because our life is dependent on them. For example, when we talk about the anything, without a spirit, as no make any movement, any things. Everything has a spirit. Everybody has a spirit, because the soul and the spirit is the source of the God wisdom. The God wisdom. This is the soul and the spirit. That was God like or and Son. And God mentioned it that I like my new creation. It is in Son. And then they give all information to the Son. And Son can be as another creator. For example, religious book of functional religious book. The human being, the person made a book. The person write a book about such religions like Hinduism, Vedas, or Buddhism, Tripitaka, and those are even though probably the Baha'i is a Kitab Aqdas. These are the person made it, the person write, but still the person has a quality of that knowledge that God gave to our forefather Adam. So the insan can do everything, but it depends of the opportunity, depends of the person, of the condition in situation, or some kind of a chance. So but this is also depends of the marriage with the two human being, female and male, is get married, and then they consider about which one was the good, female or male is both good, and this two soul bring the third soul, of course, is by the consent of Allah as God, that this act is become a performance, but still the responsibility and the way of how we take care of us first, how take care of our command of God, what they ask us to do, how to believe about these unseen creations. Then we very much important to someone to curse somebody for namely to for make about tongue or about eyes or about those is a sin, because this is entirely the soul shows up on these things, on these the head, from the neck to the head is very important, and this is a kind of a small show or some, because for the soul and the spirit is in our center of the soul and spirit would be from the neck up, because God, when they blow the soul, blow the ruh to the insan from the here, not down. So that's why this area is very important to take care of it. If it's someone, I see someone is slap somebody, that is it means a sin. So we have to be careful about that. So in the whole subject is the soul with us, and sometimes we can be soul too. Some religions say the same thing, say the all the spirit, soul and body. So this insan, and we have to be careful about our actions, and about the believing, about the remembering, about and these unseen creations. And I give you just a short break, and I come back talk about some more.